Hey there guys, Jimmy from Glassy Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Now Playing, the series where I reveal several different albums I've been listening to recently in an attempt to broaden your musical horizons a little bit, because I love you and I love music and just putting two and two together. I'm very sunburned right now. Just making videos in general hurts my face because my face is fucking red, but hey, that's okay, I'm here, and that's what matters, right? Right. Anyways, we're gonna get into this right now with what I think was probably one of the best sets I saw at Warped Tour on Friday, and that is the Amity Affliction's new album, Let the Ocean Take Me. The Amity Affliction is basically a Australian, I believe, metalcore band. Very good clean vocals, very heavy instrumentals and screaming. It's really good. Like, straight up, it's really good. There was an immense amount of people there at the set. There was a huge circle pit. There was an even bigger mosh pit, and they would do it every single song, no matter what. Death's Hand, Pittsburgh, everything. There was always a big-ass pit in the middle of the crowd with people just going hammy on each other, and it was the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. I saw a dude fucking, like, just go ham, right? Just go ham, and punch people in the face, and then he stopped, and this dude came up to him, and they like grabbed hands for a second there and just started screaming the lyrics at each other, and they fucking hugged it out, and it was like the most like amazing sense of like camaraderie I've ever seen in my life. It was so good. They were such a good band live. I will rant and rave about the Amity Affliction no matter what. They were such nice dudes on stage, and they were such great, you know, performance people on stage. One of the best sets I've ever seen at a Warped Tour in my life, no doubt. Next up, we got the OG Maco EP by OG Maco. OG Maco is by far one of the most talented and hype artists that have come into hip-hop as of recent, without a doubt. Yes, his lyrics aren't like super duper, you know, it's more party rap, you know, it's a lot more party rap. He does have songs where he is very intelligent with what he's speaking on, as he is a very intelligent person. If you watch any of his interviews, you will realize that he's actually a very intelligent person. But his music is more party/trap themed, which isn't bad at all. It's actually really good. He brings his own unique style to it by going from like a really quiet murmur to screaming at the top of his lungs. And it makes for some of the most hype music I've ever heard in my life. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, when I first heard Fuck 'em ×3, I was blown the fuck away. There's no doubt that him, like, he's without a doubt one of the best breakthrough hip-hop artists of this generation. I want to see more from him. He's making more shit right now. I believe his next album is called Children of the Rage, which, you know, that sounds like a pretty good album to, you know, emphasize what he's all about. He is a very loud, very aggressive, and very hype motherfucker, and I appreciate that immensely in my trap music. Thank you so much, OG Maco, for existing. Finally, we've got Modal Soul by Nujabes. Nujabes is an artist in hip-hop that I will definitely not stop speaking about anytime soon. I've already made an Earbuds episode about Nujabes, if I'm not mistaken. If I haven't, I probably should by now. But regardless, Nujabes is a now-deceased hip-hop instrumental producer, jazz-hop instrumental producer. Basically, he's the dude that made the soundtrack to Samurai Champloo, which is by far one of my favorite animes ever. But Modal Soul is probably one of his most well-known albums to date, simply because it's got a lot of like really famous songs like Feather and Lovesick Part 3 and just stuff like that. You know, it's well-known songs of his. And it's probably one of my favorite albums by him as well, without a doubt. I love Nujabes to death. This is not the last time you will see him in this series. I can guarantee that much. I listen to so much Nujabes all the time. He is one of my most, like, biggest, idols and just, you know, inspirations. He makes music that, even now, after, I believe he's been dead for 5 years now, he died in 2010 if I'm not mistaken, even now, people are still finding and are still touched emotionally by his music, and that means a lot to me. That's all that I want to do in my life, is just make things for people, you know, videos, music, whatever, that just touches people and lets them know that they're okay and that they will be okay, and whatever they're going through is only temporary and that they will get through it, and I'm here to help them because I've gone through it or other people have gone through it, I just want to be able to comfort people like through stuff that I've made, you know? And Nujabes has definitely done that, without a doubt. His music is so soothing and beautiful, and it doesn't really need an MC over it. It doesn't need someone spitting bars over it. It's good on its own. There's songs where he brings in various MCs and lyrical talent that he believes, you know, accompanies his music well, such as Size Star or Shingo 2 and other various people. But for the most part, most of his stuff is instrumental. He also does a couple songs where it's not rappers, but they're more like singers, and they sing over his music, and that sounds beautiful too. But again, it doesn't need it, you know? His instrumentals themselves are just amazing pieces of artwork. And like I said, that's really all I want to do with my life, is just make stuff for other people that they can continue to enjoy and appreciate, and, you know, they can look back and say, you know, this song or this video or whatever has helped me so much through, you know, whatever tough time I was going through. I get, you know, messages like that all the time, not all the time, but from people here and there, and it means the world to me. And I can only imagine that Nujabes made his music with that intention, to soothe people's souls and help them get through whatever they were getting through, you know? Like, the man was a beautiful guy, without a doubt. Nujabes, Jun Seba, absolutely beautiful human being. Thank you guys for watching and listening. If you have any musical recommendations for me, let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear them. You guys know that. As always, GG, peace the fuck out.